Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Pickle chips and mac and cheese.
Nice. Sounds good.
White Gouda.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run. Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things.
He was
inside the 25. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 20.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to let it go, and he hauls
What?
it in the
Yo,
end zone.
y'all gotta chill with the
San
bullshit.
Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Your mom dropped you off and you thought you were...
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line. Either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Cousins the thrower. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is born. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They go play action here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. 21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
THC.
This will be taken in at
We've
the
been
1.
getting 12 shipped from him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
He gave me every place I go to. He told me I tried out a bunch of different places before.
It looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
I think he should do that.
Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
That was my favorite thing.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Daniil Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Garoppolo looks to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
That's good because then we can buy way more boats.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
But like I said,
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
And then, of course, she fucking fainted.
If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Madison running on first down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
I'm not. The funny thing is, I hate Eagles now than I used to be.
And the Vikings have
Like,
taken the
always
lead.
hated them, but
Well, they got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
But I still hate them. Man, I still go, But I was always like that with Eagles up until.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, you tried to blood.
No, I didn't see anything. I just felt the needle. And I passed out. And then I passed out for like 30 seconds. Like, came to. She was like, it happens a lot. It's just your.
Yeah, we got to work on these.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Active.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down, and you can get them the football in the passing game. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We'll use your. So then, we'll use your.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman, 39 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the 29, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Like, I was like, bro, you grew up in, like,
a real field flipper like, there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They run it again with Cook. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a first and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Trying the power game with him. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game.
Game over. And
his kick here is good.
We got 1 second
and it's
left.
Celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
1 second
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Oh, shit.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on.
Okay.
Someone you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
It said, and then it still gave me the 2 losses. So I went from 10,994 to 1,134. So now I lost 40-something squatchy, 30-something squatchy pound seconds. And I earned them, bitches.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
I don't think they are impressed or give a shit.
I told you yesterday after we had sex.
Oh, yeah, you can tell.
Okay, is that not enough? I said, you're looking good, baby.
No, you said, yeah, I can just tell you got stronger by the way you talk to me.
Okay.
That's cool.
Is that not a compliment?
No, actually, she's very
That's a very good compliment.
On the other hand,
Better than saying you look good.
we have a policy of not splitting Stella too.
I think it is.
Hi.
A little bit more of a confidence booster.
Hey, Ella. How would you like to come and play with my daughter, Freddie, and
My
I
confidence
tomorrow?
is boosted enough.
We're really nice.
Okay,
All
I'll stop
server just
complimenting
a
you.
garden variety
No,
retail.
I'm not saying. Don't do that.
Girls usually aren't pedos.
I'll stop.
That's why it's so
Actually, we're
boosted.
in the process here.
Because of how much you
Excuse me, little girl.
love me.
I'm neither a
Show-
pedo
show
nor
me
dumb.
stuff like-
You sure about the dumb part? So you can't honestly think you'll be able to walk out with your my little sister by tomorrow. And why not? Because there's a process, idiot. Paperwork, background checks. I can get Bella offsite. Deliver her anywhere in the city. Use 5
We
envelopes,
gotta make it
1
6
pound of
years.
gummy bears, and a jug of birthday cake flavored grape juice. I'm not paying you all. You stop. Price goes up in an hour.
And you see what I see, you know what I mean, know what I mean? Look around in your heart and your own life. Nobody knows what you can hold tight.
We're running it, cuz. Girl, I'm glad you could make it. Girl, you couldn't pay me.
Did you get finish your pack yet? Look
Look at all these beautiful, highly educated, wealthy black
You finished your
people.
cigarette
All
pills?
doctors.
I know I have another pack.
For real. I could cry to a
You
prayer
haven't
right
taken
now.
those.
We already took one yesterday.
Now spare me the
Okay,
bullshit.
did you take one today? You gotta take
No,
one
I
every
like
day.
it because you keep it real. You're here to sell, and I'm here to help
I'm
you.
not getting better
So
at
let's
quitting.
introduce you to some
Getting
folks and
worse.
see if we can't get these Ron
I gotta take 2 every day.
Okay, we'll take 2
I
every
think
day
you don't
then.
want to start off with Dr. Livingston. She's an easy
Getting
one.
worse with your cigarettes, babe.
Now Dr. Washington's
But
a
when
patriot. Still
I'm
waits for
dead,
me.
that's what I was smoking.
Trust me, it gets quite well
That's
these
not an
days.
excuse.
At that point, you'll
It's
prescribe
like when you
me.
drink, you smoke cigarettes.
Okay, how many packs do I have right there?
2.
And how full are they?
Yes, and yes.
Exactly.
insurance company asked you
Smoked about like 7 or 8.
Exactly.
I got one living.
That's like not even a full pack.
Every medical supply.
And how many
Probably
days
about
that?
half a pack.
Got it?
Exactly.
What's your flavor?
Okay.
Perks,
good.
please.
It's not okay.
I'm trying.
I know, baby. I know you're
Lay
trying to
down.
you're doing it really
Let me
well.
run my
And then
lunch.
you sit back.
How about sushi?
You need to keep it
Never got that.
up.
Sushi in Chicago in the summertime. No near the
And
ocean.
not ignore me.
Here we are, Lake Michigan.
And I will let it please.
I like Dory.
You know how many days I
Turn my
drive?
face when I'm trying to talk to you seriously.
Oh, I'm trying.
Hey, everything all right?
What are you doing, man?
I
Sorry,
really
I'll
don't
start.
want this one. I
Okay,
just
Okay,
run the play,
I'll
that's
start
it.
taking the rest
And Paul's not gonna like it. Get back in the bus. Come on.
How long she been like this? You know she's having contractions. Huh? Grab a gurney. Help me load her up. Now.
I just give you
Okay,
the
you're gonna take the heat from Paul on this one alone. I can't imagine how you must feel living with this trauma for all these years.
Yes, it's been quite difficult.
I'm eager to get you the compensation you deserve. I don't want to get your hopes up because it's just a coach. Now, if we were talking about a priest in the church, or a bishop, or
I had a tissue paper that had a Xanax in it right here.
6 figures guaranteed.
Oh no, it was on the bed.
I found it?
No, I saw it. There was one. No, it was on your purse. It was on the bed.
It's not much. Hopefully enough to ease the
I
pain.
had 2 in it.
There was
So, you ready?
one on your purse right there. Swear to God, on Papa Joe's grave.
Okay, well then we gotta find the other one.
Well, it wasn't that great.
And then tissue paper.
I came off the bench,
Got it.
and I had started playing out.
No, see, there's 2 here, so I have
When I
an
was
extra.
playing the game, I played center, but I
Every time I split it.
always saw myself more stretch 4.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Maybe I wasn't prepared. I meant, could you tell me about the abuse you endured?
Right. Yeah, of course. The Madden touch. Sure.
You don't have any more
First
beers?
game
I
with
do.
us.
I just thought. I was just asking.
Build my
There's on top of my purse. So I just fell on my
There was one on top,
Can
and
I have my
yeah. I don't know where it is. You said in between 2 of my hats. Which one?
the only 2 hats I have that are slashed in there?
That have what in them?
That are sacked in there.
I'm sorry. It's just, I just. Excuse me. And then he finally tickled my, vigorously molested my parents. I mean, he got all the way up in there, you know what I mean?
That's a start. But for this to work and for you to be added to the case, we need details. Concrete facts. Dates, times, specific acts of molestation. In your own words. But I had to have an emergency
Put that
C-section
out real
to give
quick.
birth to his son.
Put that out real quick.
I'm
Someone's knocking on the door.
fighting for my life.
What?
He's out there
Someone's
being
knocking on
unfair.
the door. Put it out real quick.
That. Oh my God, and the arm sleeve. This, that means I'm in business in any language, right? It's just so arrogant. I feel like he doesn't even notice it. Like I'm just some dumb bitch in his new mom hair that he can string along because I'm gonna believe every word that comes out of his pouty little mouth. You think I should go out, don't you? Find a guy, hook up. Yeah. How can you just say so?
What exactly do you think you're doing with your basketball buddy, Todd? College recruiters are going to put little bids on him. He turns pro. Who's he work for? Owners. Bought and sold, my friend. Bought and sold.
But this is a baby.
There's no room for sentiment in business. Remember that. You negotiate with feelings, you lose. And how about we stop talking about this as a sale? That debases it. It's more about opportunity.
Opportunity.
Opportunities this kid would never have in the Gallagher household in the south side of Chicago. Wish I could have offered this kind of opportunity to all my children. If I could have, I would have sold you.
That's problematic.
I resent the implication. I'll have you know I tried to sell Debbie too. But nobody wanted a baby with colic.
How come it take this long? Why can't we just sell and get something to eat?
It's a marathon, Liam, not a sprint. An adoption, an opportunity, or straight up baby sale, whatever you call it, it's still about the bottom line.
Can I send him away?
It's them. Look alive.
You seem kind of old.
Loving parents, hard nosed, no age. Google says they're loaded. They make the heads for Barbie dolls.
So what's the plan?
Get in the bid against the Africans. Sell hot.
Covered by Medicaid. A lot of my patients are working for 9 million manual labor service industry. Too rich for Medicaid, but too poor for good insurance. They have to get a lot of this cost out of pocket. What about them? Does Fluvandia have plans for financial aid for patients in that demo? No, not yet. Not that I'm aware of. Excuse me. That looks like what I saw up one of my patients' ass the last time I performed a colonoscopy. Plus cranberries.
Who brought this potato salad?
Whoever brought this already called the cops on this cookie.
Someone picking up
Class on the 1 and the 3.
and
Whoever brought this doesn't use a washcloth. Whoever brought this doesn't even
he
own a
was
washcloth.
knocking on the door, so I went and knocked on his door and he didn't answer. And yeah. So,
What's this guy alone? There should be more.
tried.
What did you say?
You heard me. Right?
Diablos vestidos de vaqueros. Sorry, man. This one's on me. Tactical error. What are you doing here? Long story. Innocent compassionate release. Why'd you climb through the window? Bunch of fucking Mexicans out front. What's that about anyway? It's a long story. What's all you think of all this?